Weird food from every country in the world. United States. Tepa stinkheads are fermented whitefish heads, a traditional dish of Alaska. A customary way of preparing them is to place fish heads and guts in a wooden barrel, cover it with burlap, and bury it in the ground for about a week. Fermented fish preparations can be notable for their putrid smell. These days there are many other techniques of preserving fish, but fish is still fermented because some people enjoy the taste. Mexico. Huitlacoche is a fungus that grows on ears of corn. It is also known as corn smut or Mexican truffle. It is a plant disease that causes multicellular fungi with many spores to grow on maize and is a delicacy in Mexico. The fungus affects every part of the corn and causes the kernels to swell up into mushroom-like growths called galls. Italy. Casu marzu is a traditional Sardinian sheep milk cheese that contains live insect larvae. Casu marzu goes beyond typical fermentation to a stage of decomposition, brought about by the digestive action of the larva of the cheese fly. These larvae are deliberately introduced to the cheese, promoting an advanced level of fermentation and breaking down of the cheese's fats. The texture of the cheese becomes very soft, with some liquid seeping out. The larvae themselves appear as translucent white worms, about 8 mm long. France. Kiss de grenouille or fried frog legs is a traditional dish particularly found in the region of the Doumba, France. Widespread consumption of frog's legs is relatively recent, occurring within the last 200 years. Frog legs are rich in protein, vitamin A, and potassium. They are often said to taste like chicken because of their mild flavor. Scotland. Haggis is a savoury pudding containing sheep's heart, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, spices, and salt, mixed with stock, and cooked while traditionally encased in the animal's stomach, though now often in an artificial casing instead. Haggis is popularly assumed to be of Scottish origin, but many countries have produced similar dishes with different names. However, the recipes as known and standardized now are distinctly Scottish. Iceland. Haukat is a national dish of Iceland consisting of a Greenland shark or other sleeper shark which has been cured with a particular fermentation process and hung to dry for 4 to 5 months. Fermented shark contains a large amount of ammonia and has a strong smell, similar to many cleaning products. It is often served in cubes on toothpicks. Armenia. Hush is a dish of boiled cow or sheep parts, which might include the head and the feet. Hush is a purist meal with great parsimony in ingredients. No salt or spices are added during the boiling process. In the medieval Armenian medical textbook, hush was described as a dish with healing properties against snuffle. China. Shi gung or snake soup is a popular Chinese delicacy, which contains the meats of at least 2 types of snakes as the main ingredients. The soup tastes slightly sweet because of the addition of chrysanthemum leaves and spices, while the snake meat in the soup is said to resemble the texture and taste of chicken meat. Japan. Shirako is the milt, or sperm sacs, of male fish. It's served in both raw and cooked form in restaurants all over Japan. It usually served on top of rice, fried in tempura batter, or even on top of custard. This dish is revered for its rich, velvety texture and mild sea-like taste. Korea. Bo sin tung or gaesangguk is a Korean soup that includes dog meat as its primary ingredient. The soup has been claimed to provide increased virility. The meat is boiled with vegetables such as green onions, perilla leaves, dandelions, and spices. The dish, one of the most common Korean foods made from dog meat, has a long history in Korean culture, but has in recent years been criticized both inside and outside Korea by people with a food taboo on dog meat. India. Dak lay is a salad made out of minced pork, pig brain, onions, and chilies. Though this salad is meant to be spicy, the hotness quotient of the cuisine can be adjusted as per one wishes too. Some places dish up dak lay with a Mexican touch by adding beans, tomatoes, carrots, and lemons. It is also sometimes cooked as a curry of pig brains and eaten with Indian bread. Thailand. Ching reed is one of the most popular insects-based snack in Thailand. It is cricket, which is usually fried and seasoned with salt, pepper, chili powder, and Golden Mountain sauce, a traditional sauce similar to soy sauce. It is one of the most common street foods in Thailand, which can be found in the streets all over the country. Cambodia. Ap ping or fried spider is a regional delicacy in Cambodia. In the Cambodian town of Skun, the vending of fried spiders as a specialty snack is a popular attraction for tourists passing through this town. The spiders are bred in holes in the ground in villages north of Skun, or foraged for in nearby forestland, and fried in oil. Vietnam. Chai Tim Zon is an extreme Vietnamese delicacy. It is basically a raw cobra heart that is still beating. The heart is usually dropped in a small glass. The glass is then filled with a concoction of rice wine and the snake blood. Vietnamese people consider that consuming a beating cobra heart enhances virility in males. Indonesia. Paniki is an exotic dish from North Indonesia. It is a soup made from fruit bats. Before being processed into cooking, the bats are usually burned to remove its hairs, then cooked with coconut milk, spices, and ginger. However, this food was considered as one of the most dangerous foods on Earth. The scientists said that eating fruit bats is linked to a neurological disease called Litico-Bodig disease. Philippines. Lechon buwaya, or roasted crocodile, is a very special food in the Philippines. It is prepared throughout the year for any special occasion, during festivals, and the holidays. Crocodile meat is found to be low in fat, low in calories, and high in protein. It looks like a cross between roasted beef and tastes like chicken, a little grainy but quite tender. Singapore. Soup penyu is soup or stews made from the meat of turtles. It is a special delicacy of Chinese community in Singapore. The meat, skin, and innards of the turtle are used in the soup. Soft-shelled turtles are commonly consumed in this manner in Chinese cuisine, while consumption of hard-shelled turtles is often avoided due to their mythical connotations. Australia. Witchetty grub is the most important insect food for the Australians and has historically been a staple in the diets of Aboriginal Australians. Edible either raw or lightly cooked in hot ashes, they are sought as a high-protein food. The raw witchetty grub tastes similar to almonds, and when cooked, the skin becomes crisp like roast chicken, while the inside becomes light yellow, like a fried egg. Congo. Viande de sage or monkey meat is an ordinary delicacy in the Republic of the Congo. The monkey is commonly served grilled, boiled, or fried. However, this food was considered as the most dangerous delicacy in the world. Scientists warned that eating monkeys could lead to the rise of deadly viruses that will be hard to cure, such as Ebola, or the next generation of HIV. Sadly, some Africans continue to eat monkeys despite health risk. Have you tried any of these weird foods? Or do you have any to add to the list? Let us know in the comments.